We're used to seeing this as a motionless symbol, but in reality, this structure was never meant to stand. 1,000 tons of reinforced concrete defy gravity 700 meters above sea level, on a peak where winds exceed 200 kilometers per hour. To understand the magnitude of this creation, we have to go back to 1921. Brazil was searching for a symbol to mark the centenary of its independence. Mount Corcovado, the Hunchback, was an obvious choice, and the most extreme one imaginable. An isolated granite spire surrounded by tropical forest fully exposed to Atlantic storms. Engineer Heitor da Silva Costa won the competition, but his original design was radically different. He envisioned Christ holding a cross and a globe. The reaction was harsh. It was mockingly called Christ with a ball. That initial failure pushed Silva Costa to seek the perfect synthesis of art and engineering. The final solution was brilliant. The statue itself would become the cross. A clean, modern Art Deco design, but with a colossal technical challenge. How could a cross-shaped structure resist such powerful lateral winds? In the 1920s, the choice of material was a major dilemma. Many advocated for steel, like the Eiffel Tower. But Silva Costa made a bold and unconventional choice: reinforced concrete. Steel exposed to salty ocean air would require constant maintenance and would corrode within decades. Reinforced concrete was considered the artificial stone of the future, but it had never been used for such a complex structure. The structural calculations were entrusted to Albert Caquot, one of France's greatest engineers. He had to calculate resistance not only to the statue's own weight, 1,145 tons, but above all, to wind pressure. Christ's outstretched arms act like a massive sail. During storms, pressure reaches hundreds of kilograms per square meter. Reinforced concrete provided the necessary rigidity, but introduced another challenge: how to pour it evenly, without air pockets, 700 meters above sea level, in a climate that changes every 10 minutes. While engineers studied the mountain in Brazil, the artistic vision took shape in Paris. Silva Costa knew that to give dignity to concrete, he needed the hand of a great artist. He chose Paul Landowski. Landowski didn't work on Corcovado, but in his studio near Paris. He created full-scale plaster models of the head and hands. The head stood 3.75 meters tall. Each hand measured 3.2 meters. On arrival, the molds were filled with reinforced concrete on site. At the time, this became the largest three-dimensional puzzle ever assembled. Each numbered piece had to fit perfectly onto the existing internal structure. An error of just a few millimeters at the base could mean meters of deviation at the top. Now imagine the construction site in 1926. There were no paved roads to the summit. The only access was the Corcovado Railway, a rack railway built in the late 19th century. Every single gram of material, sand, cement, water, scaffolding, and even plaster molds from Paris had to be transported by these small trains. We often see Christ as a solid block, but technically it's a hollow structure.